What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Haynesy coming back for another video, and today we are here for our round 3 tips and predictions of the 2024 NRL Telstra Premiership season. Now, last week we did take on Jesse from Best Sports 2.0, and I'm proud to say that Haynesy gets his first win over a guest in 2024. It'll be a really tight competition. We'd like to thank Best Sports 2.0 for jumping on last week. It's now time to introduce a new guest, all to be revealed very, very soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Haynesy_IT. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Without further ado, let's get into our predictions. First game on Thursday night, it is the grand final rematch between the Penrith Panthers and the Brisbane Broncos. It's going to be a great clash. No Adam Reynolds for the Broncos. Ezra Mann, Reece Walsh and Payne Haas are all in doubt for this game, while for the Panthers, only Fisher Harris is the only out for this game. It is going to be a tight affair, and I am going to tip the Panthers 1-12. I still think the Broncos will show up big time here, but I'm going to go 1-12, and Taruva will score anytime try scorer to kick off round 1. Now that's time to introduce our new guest for round 3. Let's say good day to it.
Nice to be featuring in one of Haynesy's videos, and here are my tips for round 3. The round is the grand final rematch with Penrith taking on the Broncos at Bluebet Stadium. No Reynolds, no Haas for the Broncos. I think Penrith can win this pretty well, so I'm going to tip Penrith 13+, and I'm going to say Dylan Edwards is the anytime try scorer. The
doubleheader on Friday night, it is the New Zealand Warriors. They are taking on the Canberra Raiders in Christchurch. Now, where do I see this one? I am going to tip the Warriors 1-12 with their first win of the season, and I've been in this group for a while now, but it's just a matter of time. Rogers, the Sheck, anytime try scorer.
There's Raiders over in New Zealand. I think I'm going to tip the Warriors in this game, although I could see a world where the Raiders upset them here, so I'm going to say Warriors 1-12, and as my anytime try scorer, I'm going to go Dallin Watene-Zelez now.
Match of the round, the biggest rivalry in rugby league, the Sydney Roosters take on the South Sydney Rabbitohs at Allianz Stadium. Now, both teams did pick up a loss last week. The Roosters went down 21-14 against Manly, while South Sydney continued their struggles with a disappointing loss to the Broncos. Cameron Murray 150. Lockie Ilias has dropped. Dean Hawkins gets his first opportunity at halfback for the Roosters as well. Jared Reed-Hargreaves in game 300. It's going to be a massive affair. A sold-out Allianz Stadium doesn't get any bigger than this. Obviously, I'm going to tip my boys in. I'm going to go the Roosters 1-12. It's always a tight affair between the two teams. I'm so excited for this game, and the Roosters win this one, and my boy in game 300, Jared Reed-Hargreaves, anytime try scorer. It's bold, but we love bold predictions, right? Let's send it over to Zane. He's a South fan. He's going to tip South, but let's see his initial thoughts on the clash on Friday.
Of course, the main game on Friday, the big one, Roosters taking on the Rabbitohs. Obviously, Haynes is tipping his Roosters, but I'm going to be backing my Rabbitohs, and I'll back us 13+, because why not? And I'm going to, as my anytime try scorer, I'm going to pick who else? Latrell Mitchell.
Saturday returns to Belmore Sports Ground in Sydney. It is the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs taking on the Gold Coast Titans. Interesting clash. I am going to tip the Bulldogs at their spiritual home at Belmore Sports Ground.
Versus Titans at Belmore. I'm tipping the Titans to bounce back here after their terrible round 1 performance against the Dragons, and I'm going to tip them. I'll tip them 1-12, and as my anytime try scorer, why don't I go Kieran Foran?
St. George Illawarra Dragons take on the North Queensland Cowboys at Netstar Jubilee Stadium in Cogra. This game at Cogra, I see the Dragons getting up for it, but I can't see the class of the Cowboys getting beat. I go Cowboys in a narrow one, 1-12, anytime try scorer. He had a shocking result, a shocking game on last Saturday, but I think he's going to score anytime try scorer, Valentine Holmes.
The second game of Saturday is the Dragons taking on the Cowboys at Cogra. Dragons have been very up and down to start the season, but I am going to tip the Cowboys in this game, and I won't tip them 13+. I'll say Cowboys 1-12, and I'll say Tom Dearden an anytime try scorer.
The Saturday finishes off at the 8th wonder of the world, Leichhardt Oval, with the West Tigers taking on the Cronulla Sharks. The Tigers at Leichhardt Oval are a different breed. You know, they always show up at Leichhardt in front of their home fans, so I can see a Tigers upset on the cards, but I'm not bold enough early in the season to do it. I have to tip the Sharks 1-12. Nico Hines anytime try scorer, but I can see a Tigers upset, but I have to tip the Sharks.
And then Saturday night, Tigers versus Sharks. I think the Sharks win this very comfortably, and I'm going to say Ronaldo Mulatalo is an anytime try scorer, so Sharks 13 plus there.
Sunday football returns to Parramatta's Combank Stadium, where the Parramatta Eels are taking on the Manly Seagulls. It's going to be a good game. Always a little bit of a rivalry between these two teams, a little bit of hatred, so it spices up a little bit more. But Parramatta are good at home. Manly don't have the best record at Parramatta. So I'm leaning towards a Parramatta victory here. I thought we saw enough in their first two games that they are a top 8 team. Manly are on fire at the moment, but it's probably a tough ask to go to take on Parramatta at Parramatta. So take the Eels 1-12 here in a close game, and against his former club, you could say Clint Gutherson anytime try scorer.
Eels versus Seagulls at CommBank Stadium. This was a flip of the coin for me, but I've been very impressed by the way Manly have started off their season, so I'm actually going to tip them in this game. I'll tip them 1-12. I'm going to go Luke Brooks anytime try scorer.
In the final game of round number 3, it is the Newcastle Knights taking on the Melbourne Storm at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. I think Newcastle need to lift at home. They can't afford to go 0-3, especially two of those at home. They did beat the Storm last year at McDonald Jones Stadium in their run, so they are capable. But I can't see Melbourne with an early start of this season like this, 2-0. I can't see them getting beat. I'm going the Storm 1-12. Ryan Pappenhausen anytime try scorer. Final time, we'll send it over to Zane Potter.
And then the final game of the round, the Knights taking on the Storm in Newcastle. The Knights could lift for the occasion, seen as it is at home, but I'm very confident in tipping the Storm in this game, so I'm going to say Storm 1-12, and I'll say Ryan Pappenhausen is the anytime try scorer.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There is our round 3 tips for the 2024 NRL season. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'd like to thank Zane for jumping on for the channel. We'll see him throughout the year as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Haynesy_IT. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys out there on Friday night. Roosters, Rabbitohs, Allianz Stadium. It's going to be a massive one. First home game of the year. I am so excited. Jared's 300 as well. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys out there on Friday night. Good luck in your tips and good luck to your teams, except Souths, in your upcoming fixture this weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in the next one. But until then, goodbye for now.